Yes, we're here.
It is
Welcome.
live.
It is live. It is live.
live.
Man, we're already in September.
I know, right?
Halfway
September,
through.
right? Middle point.
It's crazy. Well, I guess if people don't know, I'm Tim,
Hey, Tim.
that lovely young man right above me. I don't know if it's above me. Or was everybody seeing? So you're above me. That's my guy Mars. We work together. And there he is. Now he's below me.
Hey.
Right? Yeah. We're all mixed up. But we both work at Animation Mentor. We're student success coaches.
That's what we do.
We get to help a lot of students along the way, figuring out their journey and trying to coach them as much as we can. And
Yeah.
Welcome to our awesome live session that we've got. And we've got Ender jumping in.
First comment, of
Yeah.
course. Welcome,
Yeah.
Ender. And those of you also that may not know who we are or what Animation Mentor is, Animation Mentor is the premier online animation school.
Cool.
One of the best places to learn 3D character animation, but we also teach 2D animation. We've got a variety of workshops, digital painting, storyboarding, all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, we do a lot of cool stuff. There's no doubt.
And it's entirely online.
Online.
Cool.
I mean, our main jam is always going to be our 6-course character animation program, but the workshop, there's lost. Let's say what's up to everybody. There's Samira. What's up, Samira? Good to see you.
Hello, welcome. You got a direct hi, Tim.
Hello, Valentina checking in.
Hello.
Callum, what's up, Callum? Man, some good stuff. The last live session we had was really phenomenal because, man, there were so many people, so many great questions, and so hopefully, you guys, Sandy checking in. What's up, Sandy?
I love.
I gotta give Sandy a dingle.
Right. Hi, Isa. I learned Happy Time Zone from Isa.
Oh, I remember that.
Right.
I remember that.
Because we got people in all different time zones right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, where's everybody checking in from? Where are you guys from?
Ooh.
Love that one. Hello. We've got LinkedIn. We've got YouTube. We've got
Rachel
Facebook.
Pastore. She looks familiar. Can't figure out where. Lenny checking in. Krishnan checking in. Wow.
Nice.
A lot of folks. And these are a lot of folks that are look at Pawan.
I was literally just texting with him on WhatsApp. Hey, Pawan.
Dude,
everything's going to be okay. Trust me.
That's so funny. Is the video feed frozen for anyone else? No.
Uh-oh.
Adriano checking. What's up, Adriano?
Where we got Senegal. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
San Antonio, Virginia.
Fernando.
Adriano, welcome.
Me on me.
Nice. Oh, cool, Pawan. Glad you submitted the ticket. Don't worry, we'll get you taken care of. Everything's
going to be from Sweden. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Gabriel checking in from Nigeria.
Sweden.
What's up, Gabriel?
Hey, my brother's name is Gabriel.
Hey.
Australia.
Nice, man.
Hello from Columbus, Georgia.
What's great is that these people they're from all over. They're from LinkedIn and YouTube.
Isn't it? That's great.
This is phenomenal, So, cool. Nice. Ukraine. Mariana, what's up, Mariana?
Welcome.
Strange Quark from Bangladesh. That's awesome. Strange Quark.
Strange Quark. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Hello from Spain.
Now, Samira, look at that. Iran to Tennessee. That's awesome.
That is.
Yeah.
Rachel says, you seem familiar too. Friends of friends, perhaps?
Possibly.
Valentina, love all the heart eyes.
Nice.
Well, cool. Animation Mentor is based in California, Emeryville, just a couple of blocks away from Pixar.
Yeah.
And, I always tell students, I was like, when we were in the office, you could smell the fresh baked animation coming from down the street.
Yeah.
Got Balkan, Albania, Kosovo, New Hampshire, from France. Wow, this is great. Hello from the UK.
Look at Josh, League City, Texas. Cubicle Heroes. Nice.
Totally.
What's up, Josh? Yeah. Hazel
Welcome
from the UK, Marie from France. Wow, Lakshmi, yep. New Hampshire, yep.
Grumpy
Otter checking in.
Grumpy Otter. I love the names. Looks kind of like a cat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hello from London. So yeah, this is your opportunity to ask questions about Animation Mentor, what we do here, about courses, the application process. We're going to talk a bit about that stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some of our partners. We're going to talk about some of our studio training that we do as well. Some of those LinkedIn folks may be into that.
Adriano. Ice cream place. That's Fenton's I'm talking about.
Oh,
Adriano.
Fenton's nice. That's
Fenton's
good
ice cream is amazing.
That's
So
a good one.
it's actually in quite a few of the Pixar films. They sort of
right,
put it
yeah.
in there. So a lot of those hidden there. Great ice cream. The black and white sundae is my go-to. Sorry.
So it looks like we got a question here. So we got one. How to prepare an animation demo reel, sir? Good one. Yeah. That's exactly what our program is all about, and that's, a lot of students, when they're first reaching out to Animation Mentor, they ask me, well, what kind of degree do I get? I think that's a pretty popular question. You probably get that quite a bit too, Tim. And I encourage and advise students kind of shift their focus a bit. Diplomas, degrees, certificates, those are all really wonderful academic achievements. But what it really comes down to, what Upender is asking about, is that demo reel. And that's what we focus on here, is helping you build a really solid demo reel. Now, if you haven't seen our student showcases yet, the most recent one is 2021. As you know, it's coming up to October 2022, and that's about the time of year when we release the student showcases. Have you seen little bits and pieces of the new one, Tim?
Oh yeah, and what's funny is that you see people reaching out trying to get their shots put into the showcase to be considered for the showcase, and so there's some amazing work. It's the best of the best, cream of the crop.
It is. So that's Upender. That's exactly what this program focuses on. We're going to be teaching you and walking you through the basics of animation, to body mechanics, into acting skills, and ultimately, there's our sixth and final course is all about that sort of polishing, picking and choosing the right shots for your demo reel, making sure that you have all of those high quality shots right up front. So that's, that way when you're applying to hiring studios, you're catching eyes
immediately.
Immediately, exactly.
Don't save your best stuff for the end.
No, don't do that. So yeah, that sixth and final course is all about that. So that all leads up to that feature animation, acting, and polish.
And they start working on that pretty quickly, because even after Animation Basics, they're already helping them put together their demo reel immediately. So that way, by the time they get to class 6, they're like, yeah, I'm already familiar with building the demo reel, because they've been starting that even from the end of class 1. So they've been doing that. Issa is cooking right now, cooking lunch at the moment. They'll be listening, throwing in questions if that's okay. I mean, It depends on what the questions are. I'm a heck of a cook. So if you've got questions on, different, times and meat temperatures and stuff, just keep me posted. I've got a lot of knowledge on that, especially barbecue. Just saying.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the show reels are not selected by the mentors, but submitted for consideration. Yeah, for show reels. Yeah, for the show reels, because we produce this beautiful showcase at the end of the year where all the students that are in class 6, or even some of the students from Creatures, will get their work put onto the show reel. But they're not selected. They actually go to a committee of individuals that vote upon these shots to determine if it's good enough to drop into the showcase reel. So it's a really good accomplishment, especially because they polish it, they light it, they do everything. They put all the treatments that you would possibly expect from a studio. It's there, so it's something to shoot for sure.
Absolutely.
And Adriano taking Sean for sure. He's talking about Sean Sexton of DreamWorks. That's exactly what he's talking about.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, good call, man.
Good one. Yep. And Upender, yes, free rigs, they certainly are out there on the internet. We have a couple of them. You can go to animationmentor.com. There's a little rig section there, and you're more than welcome to download Stuart and Squirrels, which are awesome rigs. Stuart, I'm always impressed because Stuart always finds his way into a student showcase, and he always looks completely different.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shots from the last student showcase was the buff Stewie garbage man with the 8-bit sunglasses. That was such a good one.
That was by that was Chandrahas, I believe. Yeah, it was Chandrahas that did that one. That was a good
Yeah.
shot. Robert, good night, my fellow Fairfieldian.
Fairfieldian.
Yeah, I just made that up. Callum, hey man, I know Callum for sure.
Yeah. So it's been about 3 years since my last question here, but I actually have another question. The creature animation course, how familiar with quads would you recommend we be at to start? Be thinking about enrolling in the new year during the spare something.
Yeah.
You want to take that one, Tim?
Yeah, I think that's a good one. And that's why, when we have, because we have both the creatures courses, and it's highly recommended for, for alum to take those. You get an alumni discount first off, but starting with locomotion first off, going with that one, because that one goes into quite a bit of quad, animation, and then taking the creatures fight or flight after that. But if you're somebody that's already gone through all the advanced body mechanics classes and the actual character acting classes, you've probably had your fair share of quad walks that you've done in there. So if you want to get refreshed on some of that stuff, Callum, I would log back into the student campus and go back to the training tab from those classes and revisit some of those quad walks, either there or on the demos and tips link on the student campus, and revisit that and work on some shots. If you're kind of concerned about your own ability with quad walks, go back into campus and post some of the stuff on the community and get some feedback from what other people think about where you're at with your quad walks before diving into the locomotion course. But if you want to do locomotion, there is one coming up September 26th. But if you feel like you need a little bit of practice first, dive into the next one that starts January 3rd. If that's what you want to do. And like I said, you get an alumni discount, 20% discount on that, which is not too shabby.
That is a nice discount.
Yes, it is.
As a mid-level animator from Gaurav, I'm not going to say that right, Gaurav. As a mid-level animator, what kind of shots I have to add into my demo reel? Again, working closely with our mentors here. And by the way, if you don't know, and if you haven't checked it out yet, you should definitely go to our website, check out some of the mentors that are part of Animation Mentor. I think that's one of the things that makes our school so special. You're going to be learning directly from animators at Pixar, DreamWorks, Industrial Light and Magic, Disney, Sony. I mean, the list goes on.
There's a lot of animation supervisors that are teaching for us.
That's that. You know what? And I tell students all the time, I said, check out, not only are they pro animators, but look what their titles are. Look them up on LinkedIn, and see what they're actually doing, because that's, it's great to be able to connect with, not supervising animators, senior level animators, directors of animation, and you get to learn directly from them. So they're definitely going to be guiding you as to, what you should be adding into your demo reel, Gaurav. And so that's one of the big parts of being here and being a student at Animation Mentors is getting that advice from professional level animators.
Look at that. Look at what so we've got host up there, which is actually one of the Pratt bros that's checking in. Michael Morgan's one of our mentors. He's checking in with us there.
He certainly is.
What's up, Michael?
Hey, Michael, welcome.
Yeah, I'd trade my voice for Michael's any day of the week, by the way. I watch his e-critiques and I love his voice. It's nice and smooth. And so
boom.
There's the roster right there. So if you want to see some of the folks that are teaching, look at Intrepid right there. Intrepid Animations. It's my favorite guys. How's it going, Tim? What's up, Mars? Hey. Comment of the day.
Right, that's the one right there. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Just leave that there. Let's go back to this question by Intrepid. Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's a good one.
That's cool. And Adriana, networking is key. Oh
yeah,
big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Jinx.
Alumni discount. That's nice, man. So go back. And what's really cool too, that the alumni discount is cool, but for people that have taken one course with us or taken all 6 courses with us, the fact that you still have full access to the campus, right, to go back in and say, if you're in class 6 and you're like, you know what, I want to go back to class 1 and revisit some of those principles, you could go right back to your training tab for class 1 and revisit every one of those lesson plans, week 1 through 12, watch all your old e-critiques. I mean, that's kind of a nice feature. Most schools, when you're done, you got to kick rocks. You're done. You got to get out of here. Go somewhere else. Here, we're like, no, man, keep coming back. You can't get rid of Sandy.
Yes, Sandy's, he's a lifer.
He's a lifer.
He's a lifer. So Blend was asking, how can I find any course for facial cartoon animation? So we do have a cartoony workshop that's really awesome, taught by an animator by the name of Mark Oftedal. He's a really great guy. It doesn't necessarily cover facial in particular, but we do cover that in our 3D character animation program quite a bit, pretty extensively.
Cam dropped it up on there too.
Boom.
Look at Cam's on there. Look at, and wait a minute there, Sandy. What's shacking, Cameron? Hey, wait a minute. I got to go into that. I got to give him a dingle later and talk about this word shacking. Yeah.
Let's see here. Is there? Oh yeah, and this one here.
Yeah. Putting you guys in a hot seat. When are you going to let me teach the workshop? Oh, that's a hot seat. All right. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's something that we should do. Maybe something for an alumni, because we do the alumni tutors and we've got, peer buddies and we've got the dailies and stuff. But that might be kind of cool to have a rotation of alumni teaching like a, workshop or something like that. That's something to talk about. That's Go She Animates. I have been invited to the interview for Mid Animator recently. I wanted to ask, how should I behave in the interview to get the position?
Wow. First off, congratulations! Right. Getting the interview is awesome.
That's
great
a foot
accomplishment
in the door.
There. That's a foot in the door for sure. Yeah. What do you think, Tim? I got a couple of ideas, but
yeah, and I think that having the interview is one thing. Obviously, they're interested because you're in their face, so you have an opportunity to present yourself, and so it's and I like sometimes to say, yeah, fake it till you make it. But if you've got the skills, then it sounds like you're already in the mix to go ahead and do that. But it's a matter of kind of coming across as a real team player. They want you to be a great animator, but they also want to know that, hey, if I'm working next to you for 8 or 10 hours. We can bounce ideas off of each other. You can help me, I can help you. So they love people that are team players, not trying to do everything, right? So if you're going to be specific towards animation, don't volunteer to go, oh, I also render, or I also, model, and I can do that. Well, then some of those things you're probably not going to be that great at. But if you're getting an interview for Mid Animator, you're probably really good at 3D character animation. What do you got on it?
But some of the advice I give to graduates is, and something that I've even done too, is right along the lines of what you were saying, Tim, is have an understanding of kind of what the company culture is like, and one of the best ways you can do that, utilizing a platform like LinkedIn, is find other people who are in that position.
What's it like to work there?
Exactly, connect with them. What's it like? Find out what it's like, so that way you can go in knowing a little bit. Also, find out a little bit about the people that you're interviewing with.
Yeah.
And maybe how long have they worked at the studio, the people that you're interviewing with, and and another thing to do is walk in prepared with questions. I think that's something that's really important as well. Find out if you did a little bit of research about the people that are interviewing you, you could say, hey, I noticed that you've worked at so and so studios for a couple of years, but before that you worked at this studio. What was that experience like in that transition into this new, and finding out more about the studios, finding out about the people, and asking those important types of questions. I think that's going to be really, really helpful. Yeah,
that's a great tip, especially when you find out, if you dive deep and you go into maybe their IMDb and you're like, oh, they worked on this. I see the shot that they worked on. I remember that shot.
Yeah.
Maybe I could just drop a little nugget in there and ask them about that, so that you don't just come across as somebody that's like taking in information. You're also being able to give it as well. That's a good tip.
Exactly.
Yep.
Cool. Let's see what else we got here. Isa has one. Since we're on the topic of workshops, can you tell us around what class can we start taking the workshops, or when it's recommended? That's a great question.
Yeah.
Isa, it depends on the workshop. We do have some advanced level workshops. So, for example, the cartooning workshop, game animation fundamentals, or any of the creatures workshops. I usually recommend that students are up to class 3 of the 3D character animation courses. Advanced body mechanics before considering some of those. Also, if you're new to Animation Mentor, I would say just take one course at a time to get started. I've had a couple of students that went against my advice, and they came back and they're like, Mars, I should have listened to you. I was like, I don't want to be the one to say I told you so, but that happens sometimes. But yeah, I recommend taking one course at first, seeing how that goes. And it's different than sort of the traditional college or university where you may be taking 3 or 4 classes or more at a time. Here, just take one course, see how that goes, and if you're able to take on more, if you have the bandwidth to take on some additional ones, if you wanted to explore 2D animation or storyboarding or digital painting, those are great workshops that you could do alongside of some of the character animation courses.
Yeah.
Good question. Good question, Lisa.
I really like that comment up there by Narayan. If you could put that up there, that was really cool.
So
I don't know if you can kind of see that. Yeah, I mean it really sums it up. Greatest advantage AM has is the number of ideas you get exposed to in the campus. Since many students have their assignments submitted in the feed, there's many feeds that you can go to. It's very social, but it's only Animation Mentor graduates, students, mentors, people like us that have access to this. Since many students have their assignments submitted in the feed, it helped me a lot with going beyond my limits. Going beyond my limits. That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
To be able to do that. Yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
Good question, and nice to hear from you, Narayan.
Yeah. Yuri, Quincy, what's up, man? Of course I remember you, dude. Chicago's finest.
We've got a little bit of a technical question here, and we don't really address the technical questions here in this particular forum, but those are wonderful questions for mentors.
Yeah, Robert even threw it in there too. He's like, "Hey, check out advanced body mechanics."
There's the answer right there
for jumping in on some of that stuff.
Yep.
Cool.
And I love it too, because when we have students or graduates from Animation Mentor in these live streams, it gives you a little bit of a taste of what the community is actually like on the student online campus. Just jumping in and helping out and throwing in advice and stuff as well. So that's cool.
Hey, squab grab. What if you live in if you live in the U time, we've got schedules for anywhere you live in the world. We have so many schedules to offer you. If you look around on this particular thread and see how many people are from around the world, they're taking classes with us, all these interesting time slots. So we've got you. If you need a schedule, we've got you covered, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Squad grab. I like it.
This one.
I like saying it. Yeah.
Squad grab.
That. Yeah.
No. Who's that? I don't have and is modeling actually a good choice for future, or should I go with 3D animation?
The unknown man.
The unknown man. One unknown man. One.
Oh, look at Cameron coming in there, right? Cameron.
Here we go.
Look at that guy. That kid. That Pratt kid. I love him. Both animation and modeling are great choices for a career. It really depends on what you want to do the most. AM offers both animation courses and character modeling workshops. It's because we do get a lot of people that are like, well, I'm going to do everything. Well, chances are that's a generalist, which that's cool. Back in the day, generalists were really highly sought after, but not so much anymore. They're really looking for people that are specialists in either modeling or character animation or lighting or shading or whatever it might be. So you're going to have to pick a lane at some point in time, for sure.
Yeah, I like that. Pick a lane. So I just wanted to pause for a minute, and I wanted to talk a little bit about some studio training stuff. We have some additional things. Yes, we do teach students. We also occasionally get professionals working in the industry that want to brush up on skills. And we can certainly help out with that. That's why we have our advanced placement program, where you can apply, submit your demo reel. You don't, not everyone is at the same level. We totally understand that. You don't have to start with the first class if you already have those skills. It doesn't really matter if you've completed an animation basics class at another college or university or program. It really comes down to just like when you're applying to a studio, it really depends on your demo reel. So you can certainly bypass courses if you do have the skill set, in your demo reel. Now we do offer something else as well, some studio training, programs as well. So we've worked with some really awesome studios, a number of different studios in different formats where they have taken some of our existing classes. I've got a studio that's doing that right now. Or we can design master classes, that are a variety of different formats, hours, recorded live settings as well, and we even do custom workshops, and those are sort of like the deluxe package where we help you, as a studio design, custom workshops based on what you want to achieve, to bring your team of animators to the next level. So I just wanted to throw that out there. A lot of people don't know that we offer that. It's been very successful over the past couple of years. There's not very many places that can find, or that offer, studio training like this, and you're going to be, taught directly by some of those, pro animators that we were talking about from Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks. Bringing that really, really high level of animation expertise, advice, tips and tricks directly to your studio. So it's pretty cool.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, and that's amazing because you think that, okay, we've got mentors that also teach at studios,
right,
teaching other animators
right
how to do this. And you're like, well, they're already working. Yeah, but they also are always also in need of sort of improving their skills as well. So, hey, Ricky, thanks for checking in, man. I know you're over Warner Brothers. He had a great comment up there. His was wonderful. Yeah, alumni here. Just want to say thank you to the school because it landed me where I am today. I've been fortunate to be able to work with some awesome game studios thanks to him. I think you're at Warner Brothers now, I believe.
Awesome.
I believe that's where you're at. And also I'll throw it out there too. Congrats. Because I know you've got a little new one too. So that's pretty awesome, man. Congrats. So I mean, this is how we know our community. You know what I mean? We know what they're doing. They're not just a student and just a student number and then they move on with their life. For us, it's more than that with our community here. So yeah, Warner Brothers, that's cool, man. Good job, Ricky. Yep. You're doing it, man.
Awesome.
And look at Chris, one class to go. AN06. Ricky was there. He knows.
Yep. That's awesome. The game series OP. Hey, I want to join y'all. Absolutely. Tim, you want to talk about applications a little bit since he wants to join?
Sure enough. So we've got a cool new application process that we're just going to be starting out now. Same sort of premise and things like that. You have to put your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your phone number, that kind of stuff. But the most important thing that we must have from you is an essay that talks to us about why you want to become an animator. Right. 1 to 2 paragraphs is really what we're looking for on that. That's how we determine whether a student is going to be accepted. And I hate to use the word rejected. So it's one or the other, right? And so there's no in between on there. And so if you don't have any My Experience, check no. So the questions they ask you are, list your My Experience. It goes from none all the way to excellent. And let's be truthful. Anybody that's marking excellent, maybe you haven't used it or you are the unicorn Maya user, potentially, right?
Right.
So you're going to list your My Experience. Unicorn. You drop in that essay. We love the ones that come through that say, attention Mars or attention Tim, because those are the ones that we know that we've already visited with you. We've probably taken you on a campus tour to show you exactly what's sort of behind the curtain. That's how we know we've got a good student on there. So when you do submit your applications, that part is free. Are our courses free or our workshops free? No, they're not, right? But you're only applying for courses in the animation and the character animation program. That's that series of 6 courses. You only need to apply one time. So when you apply for animation basics, you don't need to apply for class 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. One application is all you need. Now, if you already had prior experience doing animation and you're thinking, maybe I don't need class 1, then we give you an option where you can apply for what's called advanced placement. And when you do your advanced placement, that's when you can literally copy and paste your demo reel in there. We'll send your reel over to one of our mentors to review. They'll go ahead and take a look at what you've submitted. They'll come back with some cool feedback that kind of talks about what they saw within your shot, whether, there was issues with timing or spacing or everything looked great or whatever it might be. And then they'll also give you a recommendation saying, hey, look, based upon what I've seen with your reel, I think you might be best suited to start on class 3 or class 4, so, or class 1. So a lot of people start over from scratch. And so Mars and I go through the applications every single day. And we're the ones that actually reach out to you immediately after you've applied and try to walk you through the process and the steps. And we help you along the journey, right? Yeah. And I'll throw this in there too. Not only do we work with you at the beginning of your time with us, but we've also got another student success coach named Renee. Yeah. Renee jumps in after us and she checks in with you. Hey, Mars, how's it going? I see that, you didn't turn something in for week 3. What's going on? Is everything okay? I mean, it's like, what? Yeah. And we're an online school, but we've got a real personal connection to our students out there. Yeah. So apply for classes. Sorry about that. We've got September 26th is the next class that's starting. That's at the end of this month. right?
Less than 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So if you don't have Maya experience, but you want to start in September, start with the Maya workshop, right? Yep. Start with the Maya workshop to begin with, learn all of the ins and outs from the animation side of what Maya does, and then roll into our winter 23 term that starts the week of January 3rd. So if you don't have Maya, perfect, apply for the winter term. If you already are a Maya user and you want to get started in September, get your application in a hurry for the fall term, because we are down to about 9 spaces left. I think
it's
8 or 9 spots.
Up. Yeah,
so not a lot. So that's cool. My spiel on it.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim. That's super helpful. Great question here from Rahul. How important is it to make connections in the industry? Does it really help? And a couple of people had already jumped in, Narayan and Cameron both. It's super important. I did really well in school, I'm proud to say, but if there's one thing I could go back and when I was in college and did a little bit better, it would have been networked and connected with people a little bit more. I didn't know all the value of that when I was in school, which was a long time ago. But it's so important, especially in this industry. And I think Narayan and Cameron said it well. That's a good one. Well, hard to believe we are at time. Let's see, maybe one more question. Oh, look, somebody already answered it. So,
Chris, thanks a lot. 6. It is 6 weeks.
It is, yes.
Oh, you're not wrong. Also, by the way, part of the thing we didn't talk about is, hey, Maya, right? What about the software? What's up with that? Yeah. Thanks for checking in, Pete. You're a little late. But yeah, when you
throw your comment up anyway.
Right. When you do, what's up? When you do register for, you threw me off track there with that. Right?
The Maya workshop.
With the Maya workshop, you are eligible to download the educational version of Maya for free for a year. So you don't have to pay for the software when you do take our courses in there. So, Pete, come on, Pete, throwing us up, checking in as we're leaving.
Yeah. Right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. This is really fun. We love to answer all of your questions. It's so great to have people that are new here, and also veterans and
our regulars, mentors,
our regulars, our mentors, graduates who are working in the industry. Please follow us at Animation Mentor on all your social media platforms.
Yeah.
If you want to contact us, you can email us direct at admissions@animationmentor.com. That goes to both of us.
Yeah. Check out Women in Animation, by the way, WIA.org. If you have a chance, go to WIA.org, join their mission. They're trying to, level out the playing field with men and women in the animation industry. We've got a great student club that we run here at Animation Mentor as well. They got great scholarships. We are a big sponsor with WIA as well. So join forces with WIA. Hang out with us with one of our student club events that we've got coming up. When's our next live session, Mars? Do you know offhand?
Probably in a month from now. Yeah. I don't know exactly. I don't have the exact date, but yeah.
We're getting into crunch time, buddy. That was awesome. Right. That was a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you again. Also, we do have a phone number. You can call us direct as well. Just wanted to throw that out there. We do pick up the phone. Please give us a call if you have questions. We wear our phones. We do. Yeah. I saw Tim without his phone.
He didn't even recognize me.
I didn't even recognize him. Yeah. I was like, Tim, where's the rest of your head?
Where they? Oh, they put this on. He's like, oh shoot, where's Tim? There you are. Yeah.
I got to throw this up there too.
Yeah, Tim is so cool. So cool. So cool.
All right, you guys. Have a wonderful one. Yeah, contact us if you have questions, and we'll see you next time.